This a shot. Should be able to. Saber, which looks like Nero from the previous game. Caster and another Saber. Guessing I can't. I guess I have to start with Saber. Scene, which I kind of figured might happen. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured when I saw the question marks. Shooting star falls from the early dawn sky, shining light streaming through the dark river of space. The Earth's surface would be unfamiliar to modern-day eyes. All who dwell upon it look up. The people, the animals, even the plants. Hopefully I remember enough about Fate Extra that this doesn't completely go over my head. The comet goes on soaring through the sky. For all their great speed, most comets appear to hold still in the sky from the planet's perspective. And so the people believe this one to be another harmless spectacle, a tear-shaped jewel among the stars. They have no idea of the doom it brings, no idea that their time on this planet has come to an end. The surface of the Earth is on fire, and yeah, it does take a little bit away looking over to see the stream and just seeing giant screen of blocked. I remember doing that once. The surface of the Earth is on fire, the planet is on fire. The catastrophe destroys all civilizations without clemency or judgment, or is that clemency? Yeah, I believe that's clemency. The beasts of nature suffer horrible mutations, run amok, and ultimately fall to ash. Prophets protest that the end has come too soon. Rulers call upon their people to fight. Scholars say only that it is too late. A few still cling to hope, believing that at least some of them will endure. Yeah, and then like 5 little smiley faces bouncing on the bottom. I have it open to my left just so I have Twitch there to see. So, just so I can see if anything happens, hopefully. Until the true threat makes its appearance. migraine. An anecdote from one's lifetime that has something, something, something. And it's back. I can't help it. Have a sword because I made you a mod. Because you're you. So it plays Dynasty Warrior style. I was thinking it would be another RPG like Extra was. I assumed during that I was just supposed to rapidly tap the button and it wasn't like, time your button presses. Well, shit, Saber. And block scene again. So yeah, like I said, just mad tap the button, right? Just as fast as possible. That is all that remains of the ancients' final records. After the passing of 30 sunsets, or perhaps a few more, mankind's ancestors accept their end. Only one fleeting warning survives for future generations. I really need to go back and finish my caster run on Fate Extra, because she was fun what little I got to play with her. Which is surprising. I can't believe there's a game, let alone an anime game, let alone a Fate game, that I have finished that you have not. That's not normally how these things work. Well, you need to, because Danganronpa is awesome. Also, since this is going on YouTube after I'm done with this whole streaming, you're going to hear me responding to chat. And that's going to be most of what I talk, because I'm not very talkative. Also, for the few people in here who aren't Jeremy, Forewarning, there may be spoilers for Fate Stay Night or Fate Extra, as we just randomly banter. The darkness is colossal. Imagine a deep hole growing and swelling, nothingness spreading out to blind your eyes and eat at your heart. The sheer scale of it all, it's difficult to put into words.
You actually have watchers?
I assume it's just, Dune, Dylan, maybe Saul, Jack, and Jeremy, but it says 5 people.
Oh.
The sheer scale of it all, it's difficult to put into words. How could anything with this much mass even move and breathe, and what could any human do to stop it? The stone monument of Altamira, the Titan of Saphir, this is the magnitude of the being who could destroy even the moon. We have no choice but to slay her. We are prisoners, and this is the only way to be free. You are the one. You have to do it. Bless you. Don't you see? This is why the regalia exists. This is why the moon cell exists. It's glaring at you. It's targeting you. You should realize that without being told. Yeah, probably. You can see that the glowing points of light are its eyes. A giant shadow from the unknown, it's looking at you. That giant shadow is not a servant. That's what your nature, your soul, screams. But it's not an enemy program. Your mind, your experiences scream that out with conviction. All that comes from your body, your instincts, is a cry of wordless terror on your quivering tongue. Unintelligible garble. It's coming. It's here. The giant shadow spreads out with overwhelming speed. With that much mass and velocity, its kinetic energy is on par with a plane crash. How much damage could it do to Seraph? Thought runs through your head. There's no way this ends well. That probably could sum up this stream, actually. There's no way this ends well.
Give yourself some credit.
Even if I gave myself some credit, this being a large portion of the stream even, not good.
All the cutscenes are not allowed.
There is only an instant before the darkness engulfs all, just as in the records and the warnings the moon witnessed long ago. So I'll ask you one last time, someone with nothing to look back on, someone who has nothing to flash in front of your eyes, an empty shell. Was that what you were? Are you really that kind of creature? I have the option of no I'm not or no I'm not. Well, tell Dude he's welcome to talk in the Twitch chat. Well, since I have this grand plethora of options, I suppose I'll pick no I'm not. No I'm not. That's what my soul screams out. Something's there. That's what my mind screams out. Something irreplaceable. That's what my body screams out. Praetor.
No, it's a girl. You gotta say it in a girl voice.
No.
Yes.
Maybe once she has a name, but right now it's question marks, so no. My husband. In that moment, a voice illuminates the darkness. I see a gleaming light. It's like daybreak. The Titan disappears, and the darkness shatters. The voice and the light approach me. My eyes become faint. Farewell to my righteous self. An old story that sent my consciousness drifting. Also, thanks, Jeremy, for telling me who those question marks were. The fond memories of the moon end here. Ah, you're awake. Thank goodness. Please relax. You're currently re-establishing your connection with the moon cell. The overload from the connection with the moon cell core, or should I say the Holy Grail, temporarily damaged your memory. On top of that, your data has been destroyed. Your condition is critical. We need to restore your data as quickly as possible. First, we need to scan your value. This may give you a slight shock, but please try to hold still. Label: Victor of the Holy Grail War. Category: exempt from measurement. Refusal rate: Y. Quality: E-. Next, I'll need to confirm your identity. Please input your name. Oh man, first and last. I forgot so many of these Japanese games let you do that. Crap, I can't remember the name I always used in Persona.
Letsky?
No.
Why?
Oh, I thought you were saying that's what I used in Persona. I was like, no, I actually got like a Japanese name for Persona. It was like Fumata Koji? I think that's what I used.
Or you could just put Letsky. Maybe you could be less of a fucking weeb.
I could, but that would take a while as I switch my input over, load up the game. Shiz. You know, maybe I probably shouldn't try making a Japanese name lest I come off as insulting. I don't even remember if that's how I spell that normally.
I can look it up for you.
Okay. Yes, yes it is. Followed closely by, what avatar do you want to use for your character? In, you know, games that have more than just here's male and here's female.
This might take just a second. Leit.
Leit.
ZK.
Okay, so I had E and I backwards. Also, ha. Confirm. Very good, no problems then. Congratulations, Michaela Litsky, champion of the Moon Cell Automaton. Let me clean up around here. Your throne awaits. Can we go back to having video now? Yay, we can.
Yeah.
Nope, nope. Immediately back to blocked again. I've awakened from my slumber. It feels as if I'm witnessing an old dream. I'm sitting in a chair. Was I sleeping sitting up? As I raise my head, my joints ache. I must have been in this pose for a few hours at least. You know, this would definitely be the one advantage to having a capture card. No more blocked scenes. You finally awoken, my praetor. You were mumbling as you slept. Were you having a nightmare? If so, allow me to welcome you back to your beautiful home.
Tits!
Indeed, my smile should say it all, for where else would you rather be than here? A woman in red stands proudly in front of me. From the bottom of my heart I feel a sigh of relief. Her golden hair, her slender body, the name of this beloved woman, together with whom I have overcome so many battles, is... What is her name? Is something the matter, Praetor? Does your head hurt? Perhaps you've been working too hard lately. I admire the diligence, but if you take ill, your work will suffer, and I'd rather not have to work alone. It's quite boring, you know. Even in her formal demeanor, I can feel her warmth and affection. But something's wrong. I know her very well. She's the most important person in the world to me. But even so, I can't remember her name. Do I have amnesia? Even if I do, I can at least remember what I first called her. Saber. She's known as the heroic spirit of the sword and as the servant of Michaela Litsky. Me. All joking aside, is something the matter? Perhaps it would help you wake up if I reintroduced myself. Heh, very well then. Allow me to repeat my introduction. Only one heroic spirit blossoms with the stars of her glittering sword. I am the Emperor of Roses, she whose hands are as fair as they are talented. My sword sings with the melody of the muses, my heart roars like Vulcan's forge to light your way. Let the sound entrance you, let the flames rekindle your love for me. I am the finest instrument ever forged, the heroic spirit of the sword. I am your servant. And that is how one makes an introduction. If it fosters the bond between us, I'll say it again, as many times as you please. When I see her smile, I can feel the enjoyment from deep within her heart. That feeling flows through me and starts to clear the fog from my head. I can vaguely remember awkward dreams, far removed from whatever my real memories are. But as long as she's by my side, I know I'll never have to fear or doubt a thing. Of course, now that we've established my name and my beauty, what about yourself? As Saber says those words, I look around the room for the first time. What is this? A throne? I knew I was sitting down, but this is no ordinary chair. All around me I see a room befitting this throne, complete with carpeted stairs to separate the ruler from his men. Did Saber prepare all this? I suppose it's no surprise if she did, but there's something else. I feel like I'm missing something important. What exactly happened to me? What's the matter, Praetor? Why are you staring, and why haven't you moved? 'Cause you're showing me lots of story, that's why I haven't moved. Had I known this would happen, I would have never let you go to the moon cell core by yourself. You slept an entire day upon your return. Something certainly happened there. My Praetor, please tell me everything. Asleep? For a whole day? And what's the moon cell core? Do you not remember? Oh, this could be dire. You must have undergone quite a journey. Right. We should discuss this in a more comfortable setting. A place where we can both lie down. None other than my room. The legendary My Room. And we're back to broadcasting. Man, this looks nothing like the room I remember building in Fate Extra. And we're back to blocked, of course. Do you like it? You may call it my room. As I do. It was built rather quickly, so pardon me if the amnesties are still a bit lacking.
Oh my god, this game. What is this game?
Now, for now, please rest yourself. We have much to prepare for.
Shut
Or,
up, Jeremy.
or perhaps you have other interests? If so, please do not hesitate to ask. It would be my privilege to tell you a bedtime story. And we're out of a blocked scene again. I might sit on this menu just for a minute to stay unblocked. Yeah, new content added to the gallery. Talk, settings, craft, rest.
It's not the room that's amusing.
It's the
game.
No, I thought you were gonna say it's the way that I keep going, my room.
No. It's like the immediate anime tits.
Well, to be fair, Fate Stay Night was originally a hentai visual novel.
Oh my god.
And then it turned into a really awesome anime, and then a really good prequel novel, which also turned into a really awesome anime, and then a few really cool games.
I tore the thingy off.
Yeah, you tore the thing off without actually causing a break in the seal, so you're gonna have to get the scissors and cut just above the ziplock. Yeah, the mana, which then in the anime turns into a giant dragon that eats Shiro. Also, I think Jeremy's talking at you, but you left the room. What are in settings? Sovereign's robe, heal change, saber level 1, blah blah blah. Options, tutorial, talk. I hit talk and it becomes blocked again. Of course. What should I do now? At the very least, I know our names. I'm Michaela Litsky. She answers to Saber. We clearly have some kind of relationship, but I don't know the details. And then there's this place. Where am I? And why does the word seraph pop into my head when I ask myself that? Heh, then allow me to regale you. Lend an ear to the tale of our passionate victory here in the Moon Cell. Yes, please explain. Yeah, I'm currently at like 30 minutes streaming. Maybe 10 of it's actually had video. The rest is just a giant blue blocked screen. Also, I just realized people watching this on YouTube are going to see the chat because it scrolls through PlayStation, so they'll have some idea of what I'm responding to, and I won't seem completely insane, even though I am. This place is indeed the moon, Diana's star itself floating high in the heavens above the land. In 2032 AD, mankind made a discovery on the moon's surface and named it the Moon Cell Automaton. It had the power to grant its owner's desires, reshaping reality with a single wish. For that reason, they called it the Holy Grail. It also created beings like me. I am an autonomous electronic life form in the shape of a heroic spirit, also known as a servant. And those who summon servants and grant them their powers in this technological context are called wizards, like you. Servants are more than AI. We are genuine beings made to manifest with Seraph. Put simply, we have souls, and we are alive. Your life force, meanwhile, is tied to the body of a wizard back on Earth. If your mind dies within Seraph, the body will die as well. You were thrown into battle as a novice, but you and the allies you earned overcame mighty foes and uncovered vast revelations. Wasn't that a big plot point in Extra, that the person you were playing wasn't actually connected to his body back on Earth and all kinds of weird shit like that? You fought and you fought and you fought, and now here we are, together, in our private lunar abode. My memories are still in fragments, but I do recall a few images here and there. The Holy Grail War, many masters and their powerful servants, NPCs running the war from behind the scenes. So many combatants, but only one winner at the end of it all, and was that winner truly me? You did indeed win. You proved your might and advanced to the Moon Cell core. There, you claimed the Holy Grail. New content added to the gallery. I remember Rin was in it, and I remember if you have Saber and you go down a very specific path, you can peek into the nurse's office and find a scene of, like, her transferring mana to Saber. Options. Save. There we go. Rest. There is still much to tell you, but rest should be our first priority. Let us enjoy a bit of calm before the storm. Sleep sounds good. It is, and I did. And I have a save on my Vita directly before that scene, because, well, yeah, it's a good scene. Even if, even if I am just starting to wake up. As I close my eyes, apparently I've just been handed food. This is going to be interesting.
Open your eyes.
I realize I have one more question for now. What's that ring? Giggle, are you curious? You must be. Rejoice, this is a privilege given to the winner of the Holy Grail War, the Sovereign's Regalia, handed down by the Moon Cell. It symbolizes your royal authority within Seraph, a resplendent treasure, proving me to be the greatest emperor of all time. Not just time, but time. Ooh. Yeah, it sure is beautiful. I'm gonna go with ooh. Overwhelmed by Saber's enthusiasm, I can only give a murmur of approval. Some light applause seems appropriate, so I give her that as well. Now that we've finished the Holy Grail War, you and I have been given the reward of traveling all over Seraph. Oh, forgive me, I should not overwhelm you all at once. All things in time. Please lie down and rest. Tomorrow you and I will survey our domain. I look forward to fighting alongside you again, my valiant master. At those words, the light in the room go down.
Dylan's like pumping me.
Which Dylan?
Yours.
As I start to fall asleep, it grows dark outside. Not because of the real sun, but because Seraph, a serial phantasm that manifests as its own world, wants it to. All actions, even those of nature, have meaning, but human actions are in their own special category, and so Saber and I have taken human form in our digital selves. I'm thinking too much. I should take Saber's advice and sleep. I know that when I wake up, a new world will be waiting for me. Chapter 1, The New Extella. Mare Aurum, the capital of roses. Maybe we can actually get like 2 minutes. Nope. I was hoping we'd get like at least a minute, but we got like 10 seconds. It seems your fatigue has been lifted, Master. The sharpness is back in your eyes. As promised, I shall guide you through our lands today. We might encounter a few scraps, but consider them practice if so. Oh, but before that, allow me to introduce our generals. The regalia officially makes me the king. Yes, king of the moon cell. And what is a king without vassals? And so, behold my men-at-arms. These 4 warriors will proclaim my sovereignty throughout the moon cell. That looks like traditional archer, and in the background that looks like my favorite lancer. Is it? Could it be? That guy over there on the shelf. The one that we still have to fix his lance. It looks like him. Well, a more cyber him, but it is! First, the Prince of Light from the Ulster Cycle, the red-speared warrior of the Lancer class. His true name, Ku Kulain. Probably my favorite character in all of the Fate everything. Hey, long time no see, Missy. We were enemies back in the Holy Grail War, but here we are now. I'm counting on you.
Have you ever seen Dylan's real face?
Yeah?
Pretty cute.
The second general, the Demon Fist Master. Without shape or sound, an assassin known for his first strike, which needs no second strike. It is both Lancers, both of whom I love, just get royally screwed in every fucking incarnation and every fucking route, and god damn it, poor Lancers. Even in friggin' whatever it is, Fate, something, Circus, whatever, the like joke anime, Lancer just gets screwed. His true name, Li Shuwen. Caca, was this a coincidence or was it fate? Pardon me if you happen to smell blood on me. I assure you it's not mine. I heard tell of an honest job. I had nowhere to go, so I welcome your hospitality. Take me to any battlefield. I won't complain. Third, the personification of righteous invincibility, the Knight of the Sun, and a saber class. His true name? Gawain! Gawain, at your service, your majesty and her master. As long as your cause is just, I shall be your sword.
Oh no, I'm cold.
And, Michaela Litsky, you were quite instructive to my former master Leo. I shall henceforth believe in your righteousness. Ooh, he's been known to be rather indecisive. No matter, if we need another saber, I am more than ready myself. And last but not least, the fourth general. The final... Wait, are we sure this is the right man? Of course, I'm on your side, aren't I? You chose me? New rules from Seraph. A certain someone came up, crossed swords a few times, made a pitch, and invited me here. So if you want to hire me, and if you can make it worth my time, I'll follow your contract. Okay, Shiro. And you do have the regalia, so for us masterless servants, your orders are just like master's orders. Well, it was indeed I who selected the 4 of you. By the way, were you in the Holy Grail War? You look familiar. Who knows? I was probably some low-level heroic spirit who died in the first round. Doesn't really matter now. By the way, do I not get an intro, Sovereign of the Moon Cell? I mean, as long as I'm pledging my loyalty and all. Of course. Behold, the fourth general, a stranger who wields twin blades despite being an archer class. His true name is unknown. Shiro. I do not know his name. Please stop making that face, Praetor. For some reason, his spirit level cannot be replicated as a servant. At least, according to his self-report. Moving on. These four generals are now my vassals. Yeah, you always did love Shiro, Archer. Frickin' Emiya Shiro, who... Yeah. Died to Lancer. That's all I gotta say. The Holy Grail War is over, but still these lands grow and change each day. Only I, the king, the emperor, am fit to possess them. So proclaims the Regalia's royal authority. I see. So that's what she's talking about. Seraph is building new lands, and Saber and I are going out to claim them. Now, all of you, to your posts. The Praetor and I must depart on our outing together. Our expedition, that is. No problem. Time to swat down whatever rogue programs pop up. Oh, may I ask one question first, Your Majesty? What is it? Speak quickly. You're the one holding the regalia, right? So shouldn't you be on the throne instead of that little missy there? Ah, indeed, the throne is the seat of a king, but with all my obligations on the front lines, I have little time for anything else. That is why the one I trust and cherish more than anyone else will always sit there in my place. So many faces, Jeremy. Besides, my Praetor is both the only remaining master in Seraph and the victor of the Holy Grail War. Who else is more worthy?
Love, or Kit loved Shirarcher? Made me think Sriracha.
No, he is not spicy sauce.
It's a spicy sauce with a bow and arrow. Shirarcher. Get it? I'm so funny!
Without my Praetor, I would not be sovereign. Keep in mind that I do not hold the fate of my domain. Mikhaila Litsky does. I get it. So not just for show then. Alright, works for me. Well, if you need anything, just give me a call, Master. I can spear things like even the Emperor wouldn't believe. 'Cause you break cause and effect. On that note, if you'll excuse me too, Seraph's being decoded right now. I should be on the alert for any changes. If there's any fighting, give me a call. Unlike other servants, I'm suited for going against people. Just make sure it's a challenge. Let me check on the AIs who are seeking refuge. They will be your citizens in the Seraph to come, after all. And a good king is always ready to hear the people's petitions. Now, by your leave. Ooh. Subordinates or not, they lack cohesion as a unit. If only they could act as one. Well, we can discuss that later. For now, Praetor, let me guide you through the long-awaited New World.
Is it good?
Take a look, Praetor. This is the ever-changing Seraph. Our lands appear and expand by the day. Know well of the rules have changed since the arenas of the Holy Grail War. Now, put simply, all of us are equal. Even you, Master. To any foes we encounter, you are now as much of a target as I am. So, like the original Holy Grail War, where it was far more often that people killed the Masters because they are weaker than the bloody servants.
They really don't want us to show any story here.
Ah, speaking of which, enemy programs are gathering just up ahead. If we proceeded, battle is inevitable. Huh? Wait, what does that mean? Those things can kill me? Well, yes. Were I one of them, Praetor, I would come for you first. Your presence is like ambrosia to them, and your blood even more so. That's bad. I'm not a fighter. I know one program, Codecast. Oh yes, of course. How foolish of me. You've only just returned, and now here I am carrying on. Please forgive me. This is the perfect stage to show you my valiant figure, but let us reevaluate. Praetor, please stay behind me. It is a servant's duty to protect the master. Lonesome as it is, leave the fighting to me. ... But I can't leave you alone. Maybe we can wing it.
What kind of fucking response is that?
I'm gonna go with I can't leave you alone. What are you saying, Praetor? Ah, our feelings are more in tune than I even knew. How lovely! God damn it, Nero. Regardless, these are not formal duels here, but wild brawls. I cannot guarantee that I will be able to protect you to the fullest. I understand. Even by her side, I'd be more of a liability than an ally. But I don't want that to push me away from her. Even if I can't fight, I still want to support her.
Is this cheerleader simulator?
No. And yes, turtles have much wisdom. If I didn't do that, I'd have no right to be called Saber's master. Oh? What? Praetor? What is the meaning of this? Where did you learn to do that? I can hear Saber's voice. More than that, I can see her and feel her warmth. Somehow, the whole of my consciousness is now inside Saber's ring. What in the... Yes, that is certainly you in there. I can feel our bond, stronger now than before. Could this be my doing? Either way, I want to keep you this close. I want you to stay on my finger. Perhaps the regalia sensed my apprehensions and brought you in on its own. Yeah, somehow you know exactly what's going on even without being able to see. Well, at least it feels like there's enough room in here, so I don't need to panic. In fact, I like this. Now I can be next to Saber and not slow her down. Okay, let's go, Saber. Right. Now remember, this is battle, and the first of many new battles together. Let us keep our heads and move as one. Really, Jeremy? That's your statement? I'm just shaking my head at that. Impressive, Praetor. I knew I could rely on you. Simply give the orders and I will carry out the execution. Now, onward, Praetor. In order to clear a stage, you'll need to defeat the boss servant, the ruler of the territory. You'll need to gather a majority of the regime keys and take control of the regime matrix in order to make the boss servant appear on the battlefield.
On the battlefield.
You can obtain regime keys by taking over sectors. The campaign on Seraph is a series of power struggles over the regime matrices, each of which signifies who has control of its corresponding territory. Within a territory, rooms that hold at least one regime key are called sectors. When you take over a sector, you will obtain regime keys. The number of regime keys held by a sector is called a regime rank and is displayed on the minimap. In order to take over a sector, you will need to defeat enemies called aggressors. The number of aggressors can be confirmed by checking the aggressor gauge on the bottom right of the screen. The aggressor gauge will increase as you defeat enemy soldiers. When the gauge is filled to the max, aggressors will appear within the sector. There he is. When you defeat an aggressor, it will drop an install skill. You grant those install skill to your servant in My Room. And then I get the gameplay and I just became absolutely quiet. It takes much concentration to button mash, don't you know? This sector is mine now. Leave everything to me. When you take over a sector, you will obtain a regime key and QP. The number of regime keys is equal to the regime ranks. The strategy of completely taking over high-ranking sectors first is a good choice. Complete the regime matrix. View the regime gauge at the top of the screen to see which side is closer to completing its regime matrix. When your force's regime matrix is at maximum, you will dominate the territory, thereby forcing the boss servant into battle. Defeat the boss servant to clear the stage. Conversely, if the enemy forces max out their regime matrix, they will seize full control of the territory and force you off the field, thereby causing a loss for your side. So can I not go? Yeah. Whee! I just go where I want to be. Yeah, pretty much am, yeah. I'm gonna finish this by myself because that's what I do. When you obtain 3 Phantasm circuits, you can press R2 to reveal the true name of your Noble Phantasm. A Noble Phantasm is a servant's trump card, and it will deal great damage to all enemies within a sector. The locations of the Phantasm circuits can be confirmed on the minimap. So by reveal true name of, I assume they actually mean use. You know, maybe I should record the original Fate Stay Night played. I mean, I couldn't live stream it because there'd be quite a few scenes I need to edit. But I could record it and at least throw it up on my YouTube. Yes, because as I said, the original visual novel was Eroge. That's why I said edit. Look at Mark and Jack, they put up Honey Pop. I don't know why, but I really like the jump heavy attack move. Defending sectors. When you ignore enemy invasions, there is a possibility of a fall. When a sector falls, the regime keys will also fall to the enemy. Defend a sector by defeating all the aggressors invading it. In case I didn't see it on VNet, oh, it said on VNet to press left on the D-pad. Why would I want to be Archer? I mean, unless I had his Noble Phantasm ready to go, then being Archer would be fun, but... to be fair, I never disliked Archer, just he wasn't my favorite. I do have to admit that I love the first time Archer shows up and Lancer tries to fight him. And he's just like, "You're an archer. I'll just get up close to you. Why are you wielding swords?"
まだまだいけるぞ。
加勢サンキュー。いい戦いぶりだったぜ。
奏者よ、戦況の確認を。攻め込まれている自陣があるようだぞ。先を急ぐぞ。
And blocked it. Like the sun always, I have to shine. This chick's just having a rock concert. Why do I want to interrupt this? So I've run into the Vocaloids now. Elizabeth.
I'm in love with her. She's my favorite.
Alright, you little piggies, how are you all doing? Thanks for coming to see my show! Stop this charade at once, you fool. Destiny has allowed us to go against each other this first round, don't you think, Elizabeth Bathory? Okay, I did not expect that to be friggin' Elizabeth Bathory.
She's fucking adorable.
You know Elizabeth Bathory, right?
Nope, I don't know anything about this series.
Elizabeth Bathory from actual Legends.
Nope, I don't know anything.
She's the woman who supposedly kidnapped girls and bathed in their blood to keep her beauty.
Oh yeah, she smacked one of her servants, and it gave her servant a bloody nose. And when the blood hit her skin, she was like, "Oh, I found the secret to eternal youth."
Yeah.
She would hang women by their ankles, and then she'd have her older servants slit their neck over an open bath.
Yeah.
And then she would bathe. Yeah, her.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was her last name. I just knew her first name was Elizabeth.
Yeah, I can't remember what her name was. I want to say the Bloody Queen or something, but I can't remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, in case you didn't notice, by Gawain and Cuchulainn, everyone in this is based off of an actual, either real, legendary, or mythological person.
Are they all serial killers?
No, they're not all serial killers. In Fate Extra, you deal with a pirate. Is it Kid?
James Kidd? Jim Kidd's a girl. You realize that, right?
The pirate was a girl.
Yeah. A lot of people mistook her for a boy because she was kind of flat-chested.
But I can't remember if it was Kid or if it was just another pirate that they were like, yeah, it's totally a chick. Yeah, you deal with Robin Hood in Fate Extra as well as Dracula. And crazy, evil, psycho killer Ronald McDonald.
Oh my god.
It's a shame your audience has such poor taste, but I suppose there's no accounting for that. They're not tasteless, they just love to move to my beats! Cuchulainn's words suddenly echo in my mind. Is she the weird band he was talking about? This is as far as you'll go, little hatchling. Your terrible noise will sully my lands no more. Elizabeth Bathory in this really reminds me of the replacement singer from Angel Beats' Monsters Dead Girl. I can't remember that character's name, but she really reminds me of her. Free the music! Groupies, attack! Oh, she got away. No matter, we'll conquer this sector first. Plants are programs that have the capability to send aggressors to other sectors. If you ignore a plant, your own sectors will be susceptible to enemy invasions. I am not surprised, considering we're clones of each other. Also, plants have the ability to continually produce aggressors around themselves. When a plant is within a sector, make sure to defeat it first. Also, this game is very out of the ordinary in that you get to something and it's just straight up like, yeah, it's Elizabeth Bathory. It's not like Yeah, that's Castor. We're not telling you who it is. Go figure it out. Nah, it's Bathory.
奏者よ、ここにはプラントがいる。奴から倒さなければ制圧はできない。
エリザベート・バートリーは別セクターへと移動したようだ。それはそれとして今のうちにセクター制圧を進行させるとしよう。レジムゲージを高めれば我慢できずにエリザベートも現れる可能性がある。
奏者、ここはいずれ改装して世のコンサート会場として再利用するさ。やっ
Yeah, it's not the same situation, but still, that was always, in my opinion, a large part of the fun of the Fate series was being like, who could this saber be? Their personality is very this way, and you know, they're wearing this style, they're this class, maybe they're this person? Oh, hey, that's their noble phantasm. They must be. How dare you poke me with that? Bloody land appearing. Alright, where's the exit? There it is. Go.
プラントがいるな。まずはあれを叩き落とそう。落ちるがよい。
Another plant? Is that so the boss stops getting reinforcements? I have got to invert my camera controls. That next option. She's a lancer. Bloody demoness Elizabeth Bathory. Apparently I pushed the button right as that happened.
かわせるか。行け。終わりだ。お前のおお、さすが皇帝陛下だこと。領土の制圧が似合うね。
もうなんなのよ、しっかり制圧されちゃったじゃない。よくも私のコンサートを邪魔してくれたわね。無知の百打ちを覚悟
By Lancer's spear, you mean, Gay Bolg?
勝手にソロコンサートなど許さぬ。行くぞ。初戦を華々しく飾ろうではないか。生意気にも強いじゃない。でもどこまで続くかしら。まだ行くぞ。はっふっはっはっふっはっやっやっやっこちらだ。はっ
I believe it's GAE space BOLG.
こちらだ。
Possibly with umlauts over the E.
ほらほら。
Ow, ow. So what you're saying is I should kill these two aggressors, then run away from the boss and go claim that one red that somehow got taken back over, then come back and kill Elizabeth Bathory? Jump, jump, jump.
タイムマイ奏者よ、このエリアをそなたに捧げよう。気持ちいいな。
おお、かかってきな。猛犬の異名は伊達じゃねえぞ。
グラントがいるな。まずあれを叩き落とそう。
こいつはやべえか。そろそろ立て直さねえとな。
便利なものよな。
おう、世話焼かせちまったな。ここから切り返すぜ。
やっライブの途中で席を立つとか、もう絶対に泣かせてあげる。
Oh, hey, she follows me. That makes things a little bit easier. Ow.
こちらだ。
Like at this rate, Elizabeth's probably just gonna accidentally die. There's the aggressors. Nope, she's dead. Or, no.
浅瀬に追い込まれたんだ。ここからが本番よ。
Yeah, but I'm generally a little bit more lazy than you are.
いい戦いぶりだったぜ。
頭痛い。目障りなのよ。早く死んでちょうだい。
おいおい、倒しすぎだろ。すっげえ話になってきたな。おい。愛の力思い知ったか。クラントがいるな。まずはあれを叩き落とそう。無礼者、手直すがよい。ちょっと何よそれ。もう逃がさないんだから。じゃあ落ちるがよい。
On some aggressive. Oh, there he is. Codecast? What is Codecast? Oh, it's gone now, whatever it was. I see. So do I only get to do that 3 times then? Ow, 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 ow. Three times per battle. Okay. Alright, it's all blue now. Time to finish this.
いい成果を出したようだな。こちらも見習うとしよう。
見よマスター。すべて我らの領土となったぞ。邪魔よ邪魔。手直すがよい。ああもう。やっここは良いな。愛の力思い知ったか。花と散れ。財から
There. No more Elizabeth Bathory.
絶対に認めないんだから。
Stage clear. No, at the moment it's fine, but it's probably about to go back to blue screen of death. Purification Choker. New Mystic Code recipe added to craft. Fairy Hyory. New Mystic Code recipe added to craft. Cohort's Mantle. My square combo has a new move. I can now press square 5 times. 3 mana recovery, 1 prana burst fire, 1 health boost, 2 reduced earth, 1 prana boost poison, 1 eternal arms master, I don't know, 3 supreme strikes, and 5 prana burst frost. fused install skills. Prana Burst Frost +4, Supreme Strike +2, Mana Recovery +2, Reduced Earth +1. And there it goes. You idiot, you think you're hot stuff for a little squirrel. And Saber, that ring doesn't look good on you at all. Weep. Spoken like a sore loser. The regalia suits me perfectly, and it belongs right here on my finger. Do you not think so, Praetor? Is the regalia not a perfect fit? Of course it is, so I tell her that, from right by her side. I say it while reaching out to touch her fingers. Praetor? Your words are joyful to hear indeed, but you are quite assertive as well. Very well, you have my permission to touch my fingers. Yes, as softly as you please, as you would with the finest white porcelain. As the Emperor commands, I touch her gently. I could never touch her any other way. It feels like touching the world's most beautiful rose, or, more appropriately, like touching the world's most beautiful, powerful woman. I don't know. Arturia could probably take Nero. Yes, you seem much more forward than usual. I believe I may be falling under your spell. But, well, this place might be unsuitable. The 4 generals are nearby, and they have eyes, of course. Perhaps if we were in my room... No, please, don't mistake me. I shall accept every ounce of your affection. And as you see, we have won. The enemy is gone, and now that I look again, Archer and Lancer have left the field. This is our land now. You and I are victorious. It's true. There are no further signs of the enemy, just as Saber says. This area has become her territory. That being said, I can stay at her side a bit longer. Or can I? In that instant, a creak snaps from inside and outside of my body. Did I exhale? Did I speak? I don't know what just came out of my lips. A low groan? A short scream? Whatever sound I made, it's because I'm in agony. Praetor? Even my virtual body feels pain. The moon cell is no different from the real world in that regard. Sense is still sense, and pain is still pain. And death is still death. Let us return to my room, Praetor. Your face has gone ghastly pale. It's not exactly what we had in the Holy Grail War, but my room does have a feature to diagnose and heal you quickly. Quickly do what, if we may ask? That handsome, shining figure isn't yours, you know. What? That voice! Like trickery, debauchery, and malice all rolled into one. Quite right. Over here, over here. Master has been waiting, now to slay all the ravens in the realm and pray that morning never comes. This is our land, God's land. You're in Nakatsukuni, where the crops are abundant and the water is plentiful. The land replenishes water, travels to the Takama, travels to Yomi, and travels to the sunlit, watery heavens. Caster! You seem less jokey than you were in Extra. Tamamo. I never actually found out your name in Extra, so this is slightly spoilery, but whatever! Dressed in her signature cute blue outfit, Servant Caster is ready to go. It is you, Caster. So you survived? Caster? Who is that servant? Why do I feel nostalgic about her? Do you remember? She assisted you in the Holy Grail War. But all the while, she was an insolent, scheming fool who made a provisional contract and tried to take the Holy Grail for herself. Of course, in the end, her wiles came to nothing. Which raises the question, where did you go? You suddenly disappeared just as the Holy Grail War came to an end. Suddenly disappeared? How dare you say that to us? You, on the path to the Moon Cell Core. You shoved us from behind and pushed us off. Oh? Whatever do you mean? Praetor, if you don't recall what she speaks of, consider yourself lucky. Tamamo no Me. I don't know who that is. Pay no heed to that character. She is nothing but a lewd, lowly wench. Is it we who are lewd, then? Tell me, which of us has her hooks in her poor, innocent master? No matter. Soon enough, your master will be our master. Just wait and see what happens next time. Our ears are perking up. We hear you calling for help, master. There is not enough room in our heart for all your sorrow. I know her. I can't remember exactly, but I'm certain I know this servant. Her name is... Something floats in the back of my mind, like old footage. No, like memories. That servant in blue is... It was just when I'd won the Moon's Holy Grail War. There were several people around me, masters, servants, and NPCs. I proceeded toward the Moon's cell core, and then... Then what? Ooh, your miraculous recovery is but a nuisance to me. Trouble me another time, Caster. My only concern is to let the Praetor rest. At least have some consideration. Yes, of course. Master's health is indeed paramount, but... If we might trouble you just a bit, apologies, good master, but this is important. Sometimes a devoted wife has to take drastic measures. Ah, tee-hee. Not that we haven't already, of course. Yes, what any sane one would call drastic, you would call routine. Well, all judgment aside, in the name of our special bond, let me ask you, what in Pluto's depths are you plotting? Oh, how cruel to assume we must be plotting something. We are simply following our nature. Besides, you know nothing. Emperor of fools, that's what you are. You have no idea of the forces you've been meddling with. Was it fun to believe that the regalia was unique and that it made you the one true king? Well, it's time for a rude awakening. We're afraid. We hereby declare war with the power of the other regalia. War? What other regalia? Bling. You heard us. See for yourself. And it's me again, but wearing blue instead of red. 2 praetors? My body seizes up in pain. I can't even speak. What's going on? That being next to Castor is definitely me. The same face, the same features. From the look of it, we even have the same breathing pattern. What's the meaning of this? Why is that praetor with you? Why are there 2 masters? Oh, you really don't know, Miss Saber? That's rather pathetic of you. And again, you were content to watch us suffer, so pardon us if we enjoy a little schadenfreude. Oh, and on top of that, we'd like to make another announcement. What announcement? Now hear this. As of today, we rule all Seraph. By our regalia and with our husband beside us, we proclaim ourselves the ruler of all. Quite a dreamer, aren't you? But it's time to put down that child's fantasy. The sovereign of Seraph is I, and this regalia proves. Ah, but can you not see the regalia on our finger? We have the moon's royal authority here before you. Oh, and if you don't believe us, we just sent you the proof. Take your time and look it over. To be more exact, 50% of Seraph belongs to us already. The rest is still yours. For now. Giggle. You know what that means? We and you, we're like twins now. What? What? Half? Half? You've taken half my empire? Cut it down the middle, like a sandwich. We and you are like 2 different suns, and the land is burning beneath us. We took that 50% in the last few days, including the new expanded lands, of course. We'll have the rest in no time, and we won't leave a single piece for you. And that's the truth. She's staring at me. Despite her threatening words, she seems to sympathize with my pain. So prepare yourself, however you please. Oh, and you can hold on to that master for now. Don't get too comfortable in the flimsy, flammable castle of yours. The moon cell chose us, and we choose everything. We are beauty personified. For our nation, for our people, we will stop at nothing, and nothing can stop us. Who does she think she is? And where did she find the Praetor's twin? How dare she disrespect me? How dare she declare war on me? Another regalia? It's not possible. It can't be possible. Oh, but Praetor, are you alright? The surprise appearance of Castor and her partner had distracted me for a moment, but now I feel that pain again. Not only physical pain, but a deep sense of failure. Slowly, it begins to subside. I still can't move yet, but it doesn't hurt as much. At least I'm stuck looking towards Saber. Very well, back to my room for now then. How did you find your first mission, Praetor? Your strength was overwhelming, or it felt like holding hands with you? It felt like holding hands with you. Inside the regalia, it felt just like holding her hand. Warm and safe. I could feel my pulse racing against her fingers. Like holding hands? Yes, yes, that's just what it felt like to me. But it felt like even more than that, as if we'd grown closer together than our skin would allow, and our hearts were in perfect harmony. It felt so intimate, so warm and pleasant. If this is the true nature of the regalia, then it is truly a blessing on us both. I talked to Saber about the regalia. I want to know everything she does. Material-wise, it looks as if it's made of white gold, though of course it's really a collection of data. Could it be some kind of key code? She keeps referencing the royal authority, but what exactly does that mean? Yes, just as I would expect from you, Praetor, your curiosity and insight fill me with such confidence. Confidence. Huh? What's with the odd reaction? Is that really confidence she's giving off? Or is it just bravado this time? Sadly, I know little more of the regalia than you do. I know it's made of special, mystic code from the moon cell, densely packed. In terms of file size, it holds more data than the largest territory. It seems all that data pertains to the most recent Holy Grail War. To be honest, it is difficult for me to quantify its true value. Gifted as I am, this task may call for a specialist. Still, is it not a beautiful ring? That alone makes it more than precious to me. I agree from the bottom of my heart. The ring's white golden sheen perfectly matches her finger. Beautiful? Of course. Precious? Unquestionably. Just wearing it increases Saber's charm tenfold, enough to overcome any opposing force. You think so? No, of course you do. I thought the same, of course, but it warms my heart to know you agree. Feeling ardent today, aren't you, my Praetor? Are you surprised? I'm just stating the obvious, Saber. Praetor, have you no sense of self? I must say, you have never approached me quite like this. Praetor, I gasp. Your eyes! I cannot look away from your eyes! All this time, as I have given my all to conquer you, it is you who have conquered me. Well now, this is not so undesirable, I must say. Side story now available. Free battle now available. Yay, Cuckoo Lane side story! New content added to gallery. Mystic Code recipe added to craft. Maybe I should just go play Kukulane's side story right now.
Probably get less, like, this content is blocked.
Inverted camera. Much better. Servant info. So what you're saying is I should probably just finish the story, then go do the side. Bond level represents the strength of the bond between a servant and master. When the bond level increases, you will gain more install skill slots, receive gifts from servants, and unlock My Room bond events in main story mode. Your bond level will increase if you clear side missions, use code casts, and choose the right dialogue options. So using code casts increases my bond, so I should do that more often when it shows up. What does it mean, register bond? Register Kulane's bond, whatever that does. Ah. Five servant quests per minute. Well, I guess we'll mark Nero as well, since that's who I actually am playing as, and then we'll leave Kulane. Install skills. Set an install skill in an open slot to expand or upgrade a servant's skills. The number of slots increases as the bond level with your servant goes up. If you set an install skill of the same category in an adjoining and connecting slot, both the adjoining skills will be more effective. When you find an install skill unnecessary, you can disassemble it and break it down into QP. Oh, reduced Earth increases movement speed. Here I am thinking it reduces Earth elemental damage. Increased defense. Normal attacks may deal flame damage. Normal attacks may deal frost, may deal poison. No phantasm damage. Extella maneuver gauge maximum. Extella maneuver gauge fills faster. Not sure I understand that. When a master equips a mystic code, they can use code casts to support their servant. Which code casts are available depends on the mystic code equipped. Mystic codes are constructed by depleting QP using craft in My Room. More mystic codes will become available to construct as you progress in the story or fulfill certain requirements. To construct more powerful mystic codes, special materials called upgrade parts are necessary. Craft. The only method of acquiring mystic codes involves spending QP and upgrade parts. Some mystic codes have code casts attached that remain unknown until they are constructed. When you no longer have need for a mystic code or install skill, you can disassemble it and break it into QP. So I can make either the Cohort's Mantle, or I can make the Sovereign's Robe and the Purification Choker, or either of those and the Fairy Hyouri. These two don't even have character change. Should probably make the Cohort's Mantle. It sounds useful. Considering at this point I have been streaming for about 2 hours, I think I am going to take a break. Probably call it for the night, and if not, play more later. For now, go watch some TV or something. And then I will probably stream more of this tomorrow? I don't know. We'll see. Figure something out. Anyway, for the couple people who have been here, thanks for being here.